And now, from beyond our dimension, this is the Jeff Mara Podcast.
Life is precious. We're here because our souls chose to come in this environment to conquer what it needed to conquer. And so everything's a privilege. And we don't want to wait until we come out of our bodies and actually die before we find out how precious this world is.
I always say it's best to live your life the most authentic way possible. We can easily get caught up in our everyday lives and everyday stresses, and we have the disease to please. And I don't think that that's good for anybody, including those around you. So I always say, try and live your best life that suits you the best way and let everything else around you unfold.
Chase the light. And what that means to me is do anything that makes you happy. So many people have stressful jobs, stressful lives, a lot of stuff going on in personal lives, whether it's family or money. Just find ways to make you happy, even if it's just for a few minutes. I know it sounds cliche, but even though it sounds cliche to people, they're still not doing it. And so if there's anything that you want to do, there's with technology, if you want to learn how to make jewelry, if you want to try an art class, I mean, it doesn't matter. If you want to take up comedy, everybody are in those classes because they want to get better too. And I just feel like some people are afraid to chase their light. And that is my one positive message is be who you're supposed to be. And the only way you can figure that out is by trying everything that you think is going to make you happy.
What I would love to share is that no matter what you're going through, what you've been through, or what you're going to go through, that you are loved. No matter what you've done or what you haven't done, you are worthy of love.
Whoever you are loved. And you are not just the human character that you're playing. Like, who are you then? If you're not the human character, if you're not your name, who are you? You're you. The you that feels like you to you. The you that most feels like you to you. The I that you feel, the precious I that you feel within yourself. That's who you are. That thing may be tied up within the human identity for a while. That's not really what you are. Who you are far transcends it. So when your story, when the things you believe that make your life dark and painful wrap you up, allow yourself the space to step back and feel just for a moment. Underneath the story, who are you? Because man, there's so much power in that. It's far more powerful than we may think of day to day. So I hope to encourage whoever's listening to do that and to remember, at least in small part, that you're not just the human character while you're on Earth right now.
The answer really is love. And love, not just others. You know, some people are really good at showing love to others, but learn to love yourself too.
Try to remember that whatever happens in your life, it's not what happens to you, it's how you react to it. Just try to remember to be positive, try to help each other. We're all struggling. Let's all just try to get through this life together. But we all need to be here for a reason. You have a reason to be here. Don't go out early because of what's going on right now. Because all of this is very, this is almost a dream. It doesn't matter. We wake up when we die. We have it backwards.
The best thing that I can share to anyone is to love yourself the way that you are and don't try to change or hide who you are for anyone else, because the life lessons that you will learn to your fullest extent as you are who you are undescribable and beautiful. And you'll learn a lot more if you be your true authentic self than try to conform to what other people expect of you.
Love is the answer. That give whatever you can now. Give what you can. And you also have to love yourself, okay? Because guess what? We are all a part of God. This is a vessel and it's a temple here. We are like the many little gods, you know, and then there's a big God and we're all a part of him. So when we're treating ourselves well, okay, and that can be not letting people disrespect you, not being in a bad relationship, or not drinking, poisoning your body, or watching perversive things, right? There's all different ways you can treat yourself better, okay? You want to treat everyone good, but also yourself, because we are all a part. If all of us were vibrating and, living spiritually of what our purpose is, because we're all here for a reason. Each one of us, he put you here for a reason.
Vibe higher. That's my message. I got this after my near-death experience.
Oh, that's great. I like how you put the alien head there too.
Yeah.
I think my biggest learning is that, be yourself, share yourself. Walk the planet from your heart. Give to yourself, and by giving to yourself, you give to others.
One thing I do need to share with everyone is to keep moving forward. Things will be a lot different a year from now. Just keep moving forward.
My message is it doesn't matter what type of religion you may practice or what you think your God says you must do. It comes down to just being a good person. There's no bad in me. I don't know you, but I'm not going to wrong you over. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to steal you. I'm not going to try to take your stuff. I'm not going to try to take your place. Hopefully we can get along.
Be open to try new things. Okay, sometimes the universe is trying to, the universe is waiting for you to, try something new, so that, you can help other people, or, maybe, provide some value to the world. The universe is waiting for you to try new things. And that's what I can tell people, just whenever you get this inner feeling to try something new, just try it. It may be for you. You may be meant to do this in this incarnation.
Have an attitude of gratitude. True happiness is an attitude of gratitude. So when you're down and out, go walk over to your kitchen sink. You've got running water. You didn't have to walk 5 miles to go get water. And then boil it so that you could drink it, or heat it over a fire. You even have a hot water spigot to boot. Write your gratitude list down. Start with, you got hair, you got eyes, you got nose, you got mouth, you got your organs work, your hands work, you got clothes. You only not got clothes, you got clean clothes. Start with a gratitude list, and you will find happiness in your deepest, darkest.
I want people to know that even when they're depressed or they feel like they're not home, that they are always surrounded with their guides, their spirit guides, archangels, angels, God. And that a lot of times when you're in depression or you're feeling so alone, it kind of blocks out what's there for you. And I know that from personal experience, that when you're in that place, things seem so dark and dense that you really have a hard time seeing that. But they're always there. They're always going to be there to help you. And a lot of times, all you have to do is just ask.
I think the message today would be this: God or love wins in the end, and love and God work through us. So through us, we will win.
Okay, during these tough times, don't be afraid to share your love and light and shine brighter. That's what the world needs, more love and light.
I know is true for myself is you really have to let that ego go. It's a very crazy experience. Know yourself, heal from anything, get rid of those distorted thoughts that the world has embedded in your head. Believe and know that you are perfect the way you are.
We are all in this together. We're all spirits occupying a body. And, we're going to cross over. We're going to exist forever. And as best we can, to see our brother in us and vice versa. I know it's as corny as it sounds. We are all one, and we are all from the same pool. And I get angry. I get pissed off. I'm furious a lot of times, but I have to remind myself it's an aspect of me. Because if it's in them, it can be in me, even as far out as some of the horrific things we do to each other. So to remember that we all come from a source and we'll all be going home.
No matter what you think, no matter what you believe, no matter what happens, when the higher power feels that you need help, help will be on the way, whether you ask for it or not, in your worst part of life. Maybe it could be depression, maybe it could be a bad relationship when you need help or something, but when you're in your darkest time, whether it be painful, pain-wise because of a procedure, or just emotionally painful, that when it's needed, I believe that an angel will come to help you through it. And I know that now for sure, because I didn't even have to ask for it. And I believe this same gift is available to everybody. So it's not a type of help you have to ask for. It can be there when you don't even realize you need it.
You know, life is good. So always stay positive, and good things will happen.
The most important part of your body's GPS is the heart, because gratitude is as close as you can get to pure love on earth. And you need to align your heart chakra to resonate as close to heaven as possible.
All I can say is that if everyone can step into their hearts and live from that place, it will change your whole outlook on life completely. Just everything that's going on in the mind, it's really a distraction. But if you live from your heart, you will open and unlock these doors. You will open and unlock the magic that is waiting for you.
If there are things that you're presently struggling with, and I know that I can feel it every day, struggle after struggle. There are hard times for so many of us. Don't lose hope. Sometimes it can look so bleak, and when we lose hope, we close the channel of possibilities for God, however you feel that presence is, whatever term you want to use. And what I have seen over 25 years is when things seem at their darkest moment, right? Because my life hasn't just been a picnic since they showed up. I've had things bad happen in my life. When I can have some faith in there, and sometimes it's our faith in ourselves in order to be able to keep going, but don't lose hope. Ask for help. If that's somebody that you know, or that's the divine, you deserve help. You're worthy of it. And sometimes that's the hardest thing to believe, right? That we're worthy. We're worthy to receive the gift of angels. We're worthy to receive the gift of people who we are safe to open our hearts to. We're worthy of that. And I'm actually speaking from my own experience. I mean, I was so humbled by what happened to me. And I thought, who am I? Who am I to be in the presence of something this extraordinary? And Uli would say, who am I not to be? And their love for us is just like God's love. And so ask for help.
Choose your thoughts wisely. I am living proof that incurable means curable only from within. If you're still here, it's because there's a reason. Don't miss out on what that reason is by trying to take it early out. You'll be so sad when you realize, oh my God, that's something that's kept me going more often than I really care to admit. I don't know how positive a close it is, but the truth is, I just never know what's going to happen next. And I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss it.
I think the main message to my experience is probably going to be addressed to those who are maybe questioning their faith or wavering their faith, and those who flat out don't even have any. Because at the time that I had my NDE and I met Jesus, I was claiming to be atheist. I was completely denying him. And to me, my experience was a testimony of what is true and what is real. So hopefully I can impart that with other people who, again, might be, I think it's a common theme for a lot of people. I've heard it time and time again, where they suddenly decide that they don't believe in God. They don't believe in a higher power because no loving God would allow all these horrible bad things to happen to them. And I think that my story is a testimony that, yes, indeed, there is a loving God. And even though bad things can still happen.
Remember, it's not what God is doing to you, but what God is doing for you. Don't quit before the miracle. Remember what a difference a day makes. Hang in there. And no matter how bad things are, there's a positive and negative to every situation you're in. Not just on a car battery, but in every situation you're in. Acknowledge the negative, but hold on to the positive and have that attitude of gratitude.
Follow your spirit, because God is connected with you. You've got to pray. Ask God. If you don't believe, ask that one time, if you're real, come and show me. Just look, I've done this with many people. They don't believe in God, and I say, just call up on him one time. Close your eyes, be in a quiet room, and call up on God. And you will see. He will come, because I am not as special. I was so lost. I was not a believer, I was just all over the place. And for this to happen to me in 2020, and I'm coming to you to tell you, there is a real God that wants you back home.
That God loves everybody very much, and he really, really wants nothing more than for you to choose him and let him come in and help you, because you're going to see some things that are fearful coming up. But he told us, don't be fear. He said that a bunch of times, no fear. He said, when you see these things, he said, matter of fact, be exceedingly glad, because we're about to go home, y'all. And we want to go home. We want to go home.
Remember, everything always, and I mean always, works out. You didn't think you'd make it last month. You didn't think you'd make it the month before. You didn't think you'd make it the month before that. But you know what? You made it. And you're going to make it this month. And you're going to make it through whatever you get is going on right now.
Dear friends, know that despite it may look that things are going very bad for the whole planet, especially now the corona pandemic, it will be much better. Good times are coming toward. I can tell you that you will be amazed and very happy with all the wonders and miracles we have prepared for you.
Just to love everyone, love yourself, whatever your faith belief is, just trust in that, and just to know that the afterlife is real, that is beautiful, that is inspiring, that, we're only in a temporary shell, and we should work more on our spirit versus our actual physical body, per se, but it's more within the heart, it's more within the heart. And so that's the message I got, to love, and that's gonna carry you through. God is love.
Love is what we are going to be evaluated on when we cross over. And I wish everybody love and peace in their hearts, in their minds, and in their souls.
Love yourself. And I know we all say it, a lot of the NDEers say it, and I don't, just really don't judge yourself for anything or others. Just be so soft and gentle with yourself. And if you want to have a relationship with spirit and with consciousness, you can, because you are that. And so whether you've had an NDE or an OBE or any kind of experience, it really doesn't matter. I personally don't really want to have an NDE, because most of those people have been hit by a car or gone through serious illnesses or dragged by a bus or a train or something. I want nothing to do with that, at all. So maybe, they deserve to see Jesus when they get dragged by a train. I don't want to. So how do we bring the light into our lives without crashing and burning? And so I think the most important thing is whatever it takes for you to raise your vibration, no matter what you're going through, you still have that light within you too. It's not all darkness.
Thanks for watching the Jeff Mara podcast. I really appreciate you. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. And if you do, there are loyalty badges and other perks depending on your level of membership. All you need to do is click the join button underneath the video to find out more. Thank you for your support.